Hi, this is Megan Gunsorek with the Morphic Field, and with me, please, Hisa, please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Hisa Izumi at Talisman Arts Tarot.
We're going to do a quick tabletop constellation. So yesterday I kept hearing that Mother Earth had some messages for us, and so we did our constellation yesterday with the coronavirus group on adding in Mother Earth, receiving those messages today. It was very clear that the animals had some things to tell us. So we're going to look in the field and see what they have to say. I'm going to switch my camera so that it's tabletop. Please follow along at home with your Post-its, little pieces of paper, pen, and tabletop, and you can follow along with the same constellation. All right, so first we're going to bring us into the field as soon as we get some clarity, to bring clarity. All right, here we go. So on a piece of paper, you're going to write us with that arrow. That's the direction in which we are facing. So again, this is like a living map, this constellation. We're just going to place us, let's just place us about center. All right, and let's feel into us real quick. Just really get present to what shows up for us. So what are you noticing that shows up for us?
Anxiety.
Yeah, I'm seeing people looking around. They're actually staying in place, but looking around, kind of nervous and anxious, what to do. Anything else you're noticing?
I would say mostly anxiety and fear.
Yeah, I'm also noticing that when I feel into what's around me, I feel like I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, and that actually makes me really anxious. So I'm feeling influences of government. I'm feeling like they're whispering, but not letting us know what's going on. So really present to that right now. All right, the next thing we're going to bring in is, let's go ahead and bring in, since it's the topic of the day, the coronavirus. So we'll say coronavirus, and then we'll also let's put COVID-19 in parentheses, and that arrow, that's the direction in which it's facing. Let's go ahead and place that opposite us. Okay, so we're going to look at that. You have us look at that. Placing your hand on the piece of paper representing coronavirus, you're going to be channeling this energy and information. So let's just take a few moments to notice what shows up in the shoes of coronavirus, COVID-19. And what do you notice, Hisa?
I'm noticing how close the coronavirus is facing us. And also, because it's so close, it feels like it's at my face.
Yeah.
It's at our face, and like all our issues, all the unresolved things are coming up for us because it's really at our face.
I'm actually seeing it in our face, like doing this, trying to get, as we look away, it's trying to follow where we're looking, and I'm seeing it actually holding our arms. Like the words, let me hear the words again. Like you can't avoid this. So you might as well look.
Right.
All right, let's stand back.
It's almost shouting at us.
Yeah. Yeah, those who haven't heard it, it's shouting at them. All right, so let's stand back in the shoes of us, and we'll feel into us now that the coronavirus is in the field. So noticing how us feels towards coronavirus, noticing what comes up for us. What do you notice, Hisa?
It's almost like I'm in the middle of being mugged. And it's like, what are my options? I'm getting mugged by this, and it's frightening, and what are my options right now?
Yeah. So I'm feeling like, standing in us's shoes, I'm feeling like the heebie-jeebies are about to get on me, and I'm like, shaking it off, trying to run away. Like, get off of me, get off of me, get off of me. Some of it, I'm feeling it as as almost like a violent rape, like attack.
Right.
So
It's just,
mhm.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm feeling physical assault.
So there's different, it feels like different parts of us are feeling this differently. Now what's coming in also is those of us who are in denial. So those are coming, those people are coming as well. And let's keep feeling into the all that us includes. Some people are trying to fight it, like push it away, kick it away. Some of us are actually laying down. That we're like, okay, I'm completely helpless to this. Just take over me.
Some people are like dissociating or in heavy denial. This is not happening to me.
So I'm actually seeing parts of them leave. So this is a trauma. This is a trauma that's like a slow moving over time trauma. So I'm seeing parts of people leave. I'm actually seeing some spirits leave as well. So okay. So so that's all of us who's the parts of us that are showing up. Let's having noticed that, let's just look real quick back at the coronavirus and see how it responds to how we're reacting. So it doesn't have much change there. So it's still there up in our face. Let's take the next step here. Let's actually put in, and I've been noticing in my household, my pet has been really more affectionate and just really attentive and really loving, and so that's my experience of her. And so let's look at the relationship, because how much is that me? How much is she feeling into coronavirus? So let's we're going to bring in our pets. We'll see who shows up, and if you don't have a pet, doesn't matter. Let's see who shows up for you. And let's actually we're going to place it like this at first. So we'll place coronavirus both looking at us and our pets. So placing your hand on our pets, what do you notice? So just notice if there's a movement. Notice if our pets want to look a different way. What's the information, energy, feeling there? Notice how they're relating to us, and notice how they're relating to the coronavirus. So Hisa, what are you noticing?
The pets are being very protective. It's their instinct. It's like, we need to protect our loved ones.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll put this in later, but they have more access to support and guidance. And they're kind of channeling that support and guidance and use it and accessing that for us, because we're so frightened we're not able to do so.
So first thing I noticed was they wanted to look at us. So they're just they're so bonded and so loving to us. And then I noticed that I'm actually seeing a paw pushing this away, pushing the coronavirus away. When they do that, and I feel into the coronavirus, the coronavirus is kind of patting them on the head, and the message I'm getting is, remember, we're helping. So that's the message to the pets. The coronavirus does have this, I feel, this ancient wisdom connected with Mother Earth of acknowledging that our pets have this instinct to protect their owners. So there's kind of like an acknowledgement of that. When I feel into us, and I feel like our pets next to us are so comforting right now. And I also feel that we're kind of, there was a sense of being frightened for them, and also a sense of projecting that onto our pets, that fear.
Megan, I'm feeling that our pets right now have no fear.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not feeling fear. They're feeling this instinctual. They're sensing our fear. Is what's happening here.
And they have a very strong desire of protecting their tribe.
Yeah. Yes, I'm pushing that away. All right, let's next place in the animals. So when we say the animals, we'll see who this is included, and I think we'll perhaps go more specific in a moment. Let's bring in the animals. Let's place the animals. Let's actually place the animals over here, and we'll just keep kind of moving down the line. So let's feel into that. Let's place COVID-19 coronavirus right there, and if we want to move that, we can. So placing in the animals, place your hand on the piece of paper representing the animals, and just take a moment to notice what animal shows up, what energy is there, noticing what you're noticing. Take a few moments to do that. Noticing any movement. What do you notice, Hisa?
What I'm noticing is that they feel like Mother Earth is starting to sound her drum, and they're excited about it. They're starting to run around. They're almost seeing the coronavirus as a call, like a trumpet call.
Yes. And I had a flash of remember the fires. Remember those fires, especially that we experienced in California. So I had a flash of that trauma for them, and so what you said very much rang true. So how are they? Let's look at how they're relating and how each other's relating to one another. So how are they seeing the coronavirus?
For me, it seems like it's not it would be how we would react to like music, like marching music.
I'm actually having this movement here, like they're a part of this, they're connected to this.
Right.
They're relieved. They're relieved that to be here, to be next to this. They're seeing they're sensing the healing.
What I'm hearing is we're not right now, the attentions of the humans are gone from us, so we don't feel as subjugated.
Exactly. So, and we'll get to that. So I want to stand in the shoes of us. So let's feel into coronavirus with the animals next to it, and feel how that relationship is. I'm feeling purposeful, like I am here to help the animals. Okay, let's feel into our pets. What I was noticing is that when the animals came in, our pets said, my job is different. My job is different than yours. Like
right.
I'm here to be with our owners. I'm here to protect them. So let's feel into us, and how does us relate to the animals right now? Let's look at what you were speaking to in a moment ago.
I think that oh my gosh, there is almost an ancestral fear of animals, of contagion. So there's a suspicion of wild animals right now, whether it's bats or chickens or fleas or mice or cockroaches. It feels like they may carry contagion, and it's like a very deep-seated historical cultural fear that we have.
Yeah,
that's coming out of the subconscious.
And right now, when I stand in the shoes of us, I feel disconnected from the animals. I'm not sure about them. Are they part of why I should be scared? Let me hear what else there is. I don't know. I don't have a relationship with them. I don't know what to do with them. And right now, I can't deal with them. Is what I'm hearing. Like right. It's further from my mind.
And it's almost like maybe we shouldn't even eat them.
So that is a question there.
Mm-hmm.
That is a question. Okay, let's bring in the next thing. Let's bring in and here's why I feel like the and perhaps it's the noise pollution that's come down, but the birds have been singing these glorious songs as of late. So let's actually bring in, we'll bring in the I'm gonna call, let's just say the birds.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hear what they have to say. Let's bring them next to us over here. And perhaps they were included in the animals and we're going to bring them out here in their own. So the birds, it's feeling into the birds, placing your hand on this piece of paper representing the birds. Hisa, what do you notice besides birds? What do you notice?
They're happy that the air is cleaner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like their song is louder, their song is more crisp now.
Yeah, and that there's less other sounds around, there's less noise pollution around, so they could fully sing their song.
Yeah. They feel heard again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm actually feeling this pull towards the coronavirus again. So let's just follow this movement. Felt like there was an acknowledgement from them.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see where they want to go. Okay, feels like they want to go right here. So let's just place them there.
Yeah.
What I heard was I want to be a part of this too, or I am a part of this too.
Mm-hmm.
And before we move on, let's see if there's a message from the birds to us. I'm hearing that I want you to hear me again. And that's actually just caused a little bit of movement. Let's have the birds face us.
Okay.
I want you to hear me again. I want you to hear my song again. I want you to listen. So this is the birds. This is not just the birds wanting us to listen. It's on a deeper level. Life is wanting us to listen.
Also, they're saying that humans have taken their territories, and now they could partially, during this virus, they could partially claim it.
Yeah, yeah. I'm feeling a camaraderie. I'm feeling a gratitude from the birds to the virus. I'm almost feeling like, and we can kind of feel into this later, that this virus should not just be called coronavirus COVID-19, but that it actually needs a third name, like something in regards to the healing that it's bringing. I don't feel like it's being fully represented here, and we can look at that in another constellation perhaps. Let's go back to the animals. Is there a message from the animals to us? Let's hear into that. So what are you noticing?
They're saying this is actually giving us a breather.
They definitely want to be seen. I'm actually, I feel like right now they want to go in front of us. So let's just make that movement. So I'm hearing, I want you to see, I want you to see all of us. I want you to know our importance.
Another message that I'm hearing is that we want you to know that you've forgotten that you're part of the ecosystem with us.
Yeah. The connection. You're part of, we're all connected. So they feel like they in their shoes, I can feel that us has removed itself from the equation. Like, no, we're all being affected here, and you think that you've removed yourself from this equation called Mother Earth and the ecosystem. And this is showing you, kind of getting in our face, this is showing you that no, you're part of it and you have to be a part of it. We have to do this together.
Oh, another thing that they're saying
Mm-hmm.
is the coronavirus is a little animal too.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah.
It's
Okay.
not a chemical, it's actually a living organism.
Mm. Gotcha. A living organism. Yeah. All right. So let's place them over here. And we're going to end this constellation in a few moments, but let's bring in one more thing here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's bring in the sea creatures.
Okay.
So we're going to say the sea creatures. And let's hear what they have to say with that arrow. That's the direction in which they're facing. Let's bring them in here.
Okay.
And placing your hand on the sea creatures, allowing all of them to come to be seen. Seeing lots of fish and turtles, whales, dolphins, coral, algae. What are you noticing, Hisa?
So what I'm noticing is that they don't want to be seen as just some thing that we could resource.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to be just resources for us.
Mm-hmm.
They have their own intrinsic right to be in the sea.
Yeah. I'm seeing that, I'm hearing that we don't have an immediate healing impact like the birds do,
Mm-hmm.
and like the animals do. That it will take us a lot longer for our healing. That's what I'm hearing.
And another thing that they're saying is like, look, you have taken too much of us.
Mm. Yeah.
And our voice has become really diminished.
Yeah. I'm hearing our voice has become quiet. Like, I don't feel like they have much of a voice.
Mm-hmm.
And I also hear, we too are part of and these are the words that are coming to me, are part of this master plan. We too are part of this master plan, and we too are part of this healing. And we too are part of the ecosystem. We too are part of Mother Earth. And none of us, the message is none of us are separate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, so let's just place, before we end this in just a moment, let's just place our hand back on us. And I feel like we want to actually kind of do this and look at it all.
Mm-hmm.
And our pets want to come here. That's great. So let's just have us look at and see and feel. I feel like we're beginning to feel and beginning to see. Our awareness is becoming greater. I do sense some denial there and pulling away, like not wanting to look, not wanting to see that the problems that we've caused.
And when we have it in sort of a circle like this,
Mm-hmm.
it brings awareness that we are also part of the ecosystem.
Yeah.
And so is the coronavirus. And it's when things are out of balance, this kind of thing happens.
And it does feel like the coronavirus is asking, and they were all asking to actually be a circle here. So let's do that. Mm-hmm. So circle representing whole and complete. How does that feel to be part of that circle? Feels pretty good.
Mm-hmm. But it's also like there's a lot of great responsibility. Yeah. and a humbling feeling. Mm-hmm. It's almost like we need to take a bow.
Yeah, so the words are that this is a great responsibility. Their harm has been caused. There is a lot of work to do. Mm-hmm. And we can begin to take this the other direction. We can begin to look at this with our eyes open and get real and begin to to heal. And we're not sure how, but some of us do. Some of us know how, and we need to start listening to them. We need to start listening to all of you as well. I think that taking that bow now, being humble, and there's different parts of us that can do that.
Mm-hmm.
So this is where we are right now. Okay, so just wanted to just thanking the field and all of our helpers who help us in the field, and all the parts that showed up today. Thank you, Hisa.
You're very welcome.
As we continue to navigate, I'll switch my camera right now. As we continue to navigate day by day the coronavirus situation, I know you and I have been really tapping into what the collective is feeling, what personally we've been feeling collectively, as we deal with the trauma, the healing, all the forces involved right now. So we'll continue to do these Zoom sessions to kind of work through that via constellations. Thank you, Hisa, so much.
My pleasure.
And thanks everyone for following along at home. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.